Bună ziua, dragi telespectatori! Bine v-am găsit la o nouă ediție emisiunii Context Urban. Astăzi vă spunem bine v-am găsit și la o conferință, Conferința Internațională Economic Challenges for Europe. Este o conferință organizată de Asociația DEIS, asociația noastră, în parteneriat cu cei din Lituania, care sunt de fapt organizatorii unui proiect mult mai mare, un proiect european care se numește Challenges for Europe, Understand and Overcome Together. Astăzi, după cum probabil ați ghicit, emisiunea noastră vă va prezenta ce se întâmplă la această conferință. Sunt oameni din 7 țări care vor fi prezenți aici. Avem speakeri din România care vor vorbi despre provocările economice cu care se confruntă în special tinerii, dar și întreaga Europa. Vom vedea studii de caz, vom vedea oameni care vor vorbi din experiența proprie, oameni care au ceva de împărtășit în acest domeniu. Așa că vă invităm să rămâneți alături de noi pentru că veți vedea și veți primi multe informații, de ce nu chiar oportunități, și ne-am bucurat să vă avem și pe dumneavoastră alături de noi, chiar dacă nu ați putut să fiți prezenți la această conferință. Așadar, rămâneți alături de noi.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams of my own, I've been working from home. I can do it on my own, but sometimes it gets cold like.
My name is Bianca Tatar, and I will be your host for today's conference sessions. I am the PR coordinator and secretary of the Association for Development through Education, Information and Support, or DEIS, as we like to call it. Our organization is a partner in a bigger project, a European project called Challenges for Europe, Understand and Overcome Together. We are a youth organization which, when asked to describe their activity, we like to say that we aim to contribute to creating a society based on education, love and respect, in which young people are listened to, involved and most of all valued. We work with both young people and adults, but in every activity which we develop, we like to bring a young and non-formal spirit. So we would like to invite you to relax, to allow yourselves to feel good, and even ask questions, discuss freely, so that you can make the most of this learning experience. Now, the main purpose of the project is to foster active citizenship and involvement in the democratic process of the European Union by sharing knowledge and understanding at the community level. Now, to be more specific, in this project, there will be 6 conferences for participants from 8 countries, which will be organized on topics concerning modern European challenges. This conference is one of them and is focused on economic challenges. The organizers of this project are from Lithuania, and they are called, I hope I will pronounce this right, the Public Institutions Sveikatingumo Ideos. Am I right? Okay, good. The project is financed by the program Europe for Citizens. It is a European program, and it has partners from Lithuania, Germany, France, Latvia, Spain, Romania, Estonia, and Poland. In order to give you a better idea about what this project is and maybe bring some further information if I have missed some, I would like to invite Șorune Petroșute, who is part of the managing team of the project. Șorune?
So first of all, we would like to say thank you for participating and for coming to this conference, for those who traveled for several days and for those who gathered from Romania. And on behalf of coordinating organization, we would like to wish you to have fruitful discussions, because this project is all about discussions to getting more knowledge about the challenges for Europe. So be open to receive information, don't hesitate to ask questions and to receive some answers. And as for this conference also, we would like to say thank you for our partners, for Association DEIS, for participating and joining us for this project in very short notice, and we would like to ask some representatives of the organization to receive some gifts.
Thank you very much. We will go on with our speakers because we have prepared a group of people which have a lot to share, all from their personal experience, from their professional experience, and I am sure you will like them. Now, the first of all is Mr. Cristian Liviu Vele, who will be speaking about entrepreneurship. We believe that we cannot tackle the subject of economical challenges without going into this domain, which is very much encouraged nowadays by the European Union. So he will come here and tell you a few introductory things about this domain in Romania and in general in Europe. And as a former student at this university, I can tell you that he is a lecturer here at the Northern University Center in Baia Mare at the Economic Sciences Department. And he received this year the award of Bologna Teacher, which recommends him as a great speaker. So I am sure you will enjoy his speech. Mr. Liviu Vele.
Thank you very much for this kind presentation. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see a lot of you here today, especially young people. And let me tell you that for me, it's a pleasure to be a part of this event. And what I consider to be the most difficult part in becoming an entrepreneur is actually taking that step, actually becoming the entrepreneur, actually becoming the businessman. Because you see, there are a lot of challenges in becoming entrepreneurs. After what if come a lot of excuses. What if I fail? Who said that? The answer is simple. So what? When you fail, so I'm sure you all heard of Thomas Edison. It's alleged that someone asked him at one point about the 1,000 times in which he failed to develop the model light bulb. And Thomas Edison replied that he didn't fail. He only successfully discovered 1,000 ways on how not to make a light bulb. And make sure that those mistakes will not come again. That's why those mistakes bring them one step closer to success. What if I'm not made out to be an entrepreneur? This is another popular excuse. And I want to ask you, do you have to be born as an entrepreneur, or can you learn to be an entrepreneur? Can you be made an entrepreneur? Can be made. From a genetical and psychological point of view, entrepreneurs are normal people. But the environment in which they grew up does influence them to become entrepreneurs. What entrepreneurs have, and the thing that distinguishes them from the other, is passion and courage, attitude, power of will, and as more important is motivation. Those are very important traits, but passion and motivation. He's so passionate about what he does that nothing else matters. He will stay at work, I don't know, 12, 14, 16 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week, maybe, and he will not feel tired, because that's his passion. That's his motivation. They are willing to learn every day. They are willing to ask for feedback and to accept the feedback from others. They are willing to make sacrifices, and as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, you will make sacrifices. I mean, as an entrepreneur, your personal life will, well, you won't have a personal life. That's the truth.
go on to the next speaker. We have decided to have this speaker because we know that legal matters, when we speak about the economic field, can be a bit of a source of headaches. So we have invited Mr. George Poloș, who is a lawyer, to speak about this domain, especially the legal environment of European business, challenge and opportunity. Mr. George?
Well, law is important. Whether you acknowledge or not, every aspect of your life is governed by a law of some sort. And when it comes to business, well, the law, even in Europe, could create many advantages, but can be challenging. Well, first of all, I would like to make this discussion the more interactive possible. So if at any time you have a question, you have the need to make a comment or anything else, please just stop me by any means. Okay. So the legal environment. What European Union attempted to create was legal uniformity, meaning that in every country in the EU, you will have the same legal principles, not necessarily the same law. Now, I will try to put the investor or the company in the center of my discussion. Well, if you start a new company, or you already have one, the second you start your business, you enter into a contract. The problem is very simple. Every country is a sovereign country, and its sovereignty cannot be modified or altered or in any way by any international or European law. As the English says, well, the dog has no teeth, meaning you have a guideline or a code of conduct, but those rules cannot be enforced. Now, many differences arises in such types of business relations. For once, language barriers. It is a common thing to write the contract in a common language. Well, that's an easy fix. You have the lawyers in another country, they could explain you everything. Now, it's a common thing in Europe to say, well, the law governing your contract or the law of jurisdiction is the law where the contract was signed. You will have restrictions. Right? Now, if you are buying and selling vodka or produce it and want to sell it to your consumers, right? So if you're selling alcohol, you don't want to sell it in Sweden because it's a state monopoly. There is one company in Sweden that can buy and resell them, and it's owned by the state. So let's say if you want to open a coffee shop, like the ones you have in Amsterdam. Well, my advice is don't do it in Romania, you'll probably end up in jail. Don't sell brownies or anything else for that matter. So there we go, restrictions. You have them in one country, you don't have it in another. Taxes. Some products you want to sell will have special taxes imposed by the state. And generally speaking, it's again alcohol and tobacco.
Most famous universities start from UK or France, Germany, and some other countries. Unfortunately, Romania has lagged behind during the last period, also because of the political systems. We are the only country in Europe who has changed 27 ministers of education in 25 years. However, there are some challenges, and there are some local companies which have adapted their products and services. I'm sure that most of you, when heard saying from the first time that we will come to Baia Mare, they said, whoa, such a nice place, and probably you didn't hear about Baia Mare before. You know where it comes from, the name? Okay, what means Baia Mare? A big city? A big mine. Baia is also mine. Why? Because Baia Mare used to be a mining region, and it still is a mining region. Why do I tell you that? Because we had been here focused into a sector which was mainly designed to support around the mining areas. The company which you will see today used to have, before '89, so before the revolution, around 20,000 people working just for this company. And probably 50,000 people were working around the mining sector until the revolution, so until 28 years from now. The European Union has come, and the European Union has established rules according to which we should have closed down all the mines. So there is no mine right now which is valid, which is functional. And closure of mines means restructuring of all the activity sectors. So all the companies, the 50,000 people working in the area, should have found different outputs. So they started to do something else. Most of the companies that you will see, and there are in the regions, are quite new companies, because on one hand, we did not have the opportunity of privatizing company before '89, and on the other hand, because most of the companies here were focused into mining sector. So I would like to take only from my experiences 3 sectors which have been developed a lot during the last years, so during the last 20 years. One is wood processing sector, the second one is mechanical restructuring, and the third one is IT. This is the sectors I have personally dealt with, and I do have some concrete examples. Maybe somebody who has given you some inputs about Maramuresh told you, and maybe you saw, I think in every picture you just Google and search for Maramuresh, you find wooden churches. That's probably one of the major achievements we have done in the region, and one of our richnesses. So wooden churches like this one that you see in the left-hand side image is the oldest one and the highest one, not the oldest one, but it's more than 300 years old, and is the highest one in Europe and in the world. It's 61 meters high. It's completely wood. I would recommend you, if you do have time, to see it, and probably if you saw yesterday Kavnik, you passed by or somebody told you about that. Given the fact that wood carving is a tradition in Maramuresh, most of the people, especially after '89, have to restructure their activities. So some of them, for example, have been focused into wooden products, wooden houses, wooden chalets, and wooden products, furniture, and so on. Another sector is mechanical restructuring. One of the companies that you will see today is a company providing mechanical products, and you will see what they do. I don't want to insist too much, but I'm glad I've taken this example. And I give you another aspect of local products which have been developed, so computer-assisted design and computer-assisted machineries, software and programs which have been developed for big companies, and parts for Airbus and Boeing. We are proud to have here, in terms of mechanical restructuring, a company producing special parts for A380. An extruded aluminum part in every Airbus A380 is made here close to Baia Mare. Local IT companies, that's another sector and another very, very interesting and smart field which has been developed a lot during the last years, because kids are very smart, young people are smart. Okay, so the conclusions, in fact, are the most important part of my presentation. The first conclusion would be trend. What is trend? Everybody knows this word, okay? Definition for this trend, which is try to reduce the effective near distance. What does it mean? It can be used on the region's case, on the people's case, on the company's case. So in our case, in the case of regions, there will be always a better one in a different country or on a different continent. There is no first prize for regions, as there is no limit for growth. Once a region has opened the windows around, and that's one of the strategies you should definitely do and adopt, once all its senses are ready to perceive and to receive, it is essential to be part of the general trend to anticipate the next move. Moreover, the region can be, and this is another key issue, part of the trend, and they can create needs and even wishes. Try to anticipate the next move. That's a really, really important point. Companies which anticipate the needs of the people are companies which are on the trend. The customer needs are changing, and regions can be part of this change in order to play with the customer's next wish. From the moment a region is in the phase of a wish creation, it is a winning one. Beyond anticipating next move, creating next wish is one of the brightest move regions can make. In both brains and quick access to the rest of the world, if both brains and quick access to the rest of the world are met in the region, the trend is on its own side, and the future of victory is ensured. And some trends, for example, have done it. Bavaria, for example, is one of the most important regions in Europe. They try to anticipate a lot of things.
Mr. Patrascu, also for your wonderful conclusion, because this is what we are trying to do, and this is what the project was meant to do, to connect people and to grow together by this. I would like to mention a few important things, like the managing team. And I would please like you to give a round of applause to Ioana Josan back there, who is our Vice President. Coordinator of this project, also Diana Sabo, our President, who is always on guard and on duty. Raul Drența, also a member of our team, although he's not a member of our organization. Of course, the volunteers who have been here with us and have helped you, and please. And of course, our partners, the North University Center in Baia Mare, which is the place where you were. And the Pintea Vitează Students League, the organization of the students studying here. We invite you to join us for a visit to the local traditional village museum. Thank you very much. We hope you will enjoy the rest of this experience.
Bună ziua, ne aflăm aici la Muzeul Satului din Baia Mare, Maramureș, și am aici pe Soledad. Ea se află aici în urma Conferinței Internaționale Economic Challenges și îi vom adresa câteva întrebări pentru a afla mai multe despre experiencia ei în România. Bueno, Soledad, ¿qué es lo que te ha traído aquí en Baia Mare?
Pues como tú has dicho, hemos sido invitados un grupo de españoles. Yo soy del norte de España, de Cantabria en concreto, y hemos venido pues a hablar sobre un tema actual en el siglo XXI, los nuevos retos económicos en la Unión Europea. Y Baia Mare ha sido el lugar excepcional que ha elegido para discutir como ciudadana de la Unión Europea estos temas.
Vale. ¿Y qué es lo que te ha parecido hasta ahora, Rumanía o Baia Mare?
Pues mira, yo soy una admiradora de Rumanía. tuve hace unos años la suerte de conocer el sur y el centro, y me faltaba Maramuresh, y ahora con esta oportunidad que me ha dado asistir a la conferencia he venido. Y Baia Mare, bueno, es espectacular, es un sitio maravilloso, me quedaría a vivir aquí eternamente. Y Maramuresh y sus tradiciones, y este museo en concreto donde estamos, refleja, bueno, el aspecto comunal que tenéis en Rumanía y que yo no encuentro en otros países. Por eso, no solamente el paisaje y la belleza rumanía en sí, vuestra cultura, bueno, yo soy una admiradora de vuestra cultura, ¿no? Y en este pequeño museo he quedado admirada de lo que tenéis aquí recogido, me encanta.
Vale. ¿Y qué es lo que más te ha gustado hasta ahora de la ciudad?
¿De Baia Mare?
Sí.
Pues me ha gustado, bueno, yo soy una persona que le gusta visitar los museos, entonces tenéis unas joyas de museos, como el Museo de Arte Moderno, me ha encantado, la colección de arte moderno que tenéis. Desafortunadamente no he podido visitar la colonia de escritores porque la tenéis en rehabilitación, pero volveré a visitarla porque quedo pendiente de ella. Y luego el Museo de Antropología me parece otra joya que tenéis. Y si pongo un punto negativo, voy a decirlo, que los carteles se pongan en rumano y en inglés u otras lenguas, mejor en español, pero bueno.
Sí, es verdad.
Sí, solo en rumano, yo no sé rumano y no lo entiendo. Entonces me da pena porque no puedes entender todo lo que tú quisieras entender, ¿no? Vale. Entonces esa, por poner un puntito negro, ¿no?, a esta experiencia vivida.
Sí, vale. Y una última pregunta, ¿qué es lo que te ha parecido la conferencia?
Pues mira, la conferencia me ha parecido muy interesante porque refleja el aspecto local de Maramuresh y evidentemente de Rumanía, que es lo que en definitiva vienes buscando, conocer, ¿no?, acercarnos a que somos ciudadanos de la Unión Europea y no nos conocemos, no conocemos nuestras costumbres, nuestra cultura y nuestros negocios. Entonces, esta conferencia me ha permitido conocer en más profundidad, ¿no?, esta Rumanía que a mí me gusta y que quiero. Eso es lo que es el reto que yo me llevo y me ha encantado, la verdad. Vale. Hemos visitado, bueno, pues el museo el negocio de aquí al lado, que me parece, bueno, un puntero en cuestiones tecnológicas y en 3D, me parece, bueno, maravilloso. Entonces no solamente me llevo la parte de, digamos, de lo bonito de Baia Mare, ¿no?, sino, bueno, también los ciudadanos de Baia Mare son encantadores, nos han ayudado en todo momento, súper amables, habéis sido, y además he conocido la otra faceta, la faceta de business, ¿no?, que es lo que ofrece Baia Mare, no solamente paisaje y turismo, también se ve que hay gente inquieta buscando salidas, ¿no? Sí. Me ha encantado, la verdad, Rumanía, tenéis mucho futuro, hay que trabajar para ello.
Vale. Bueno, voy a darte las gracias por la entrevista y espero que algún día vas a volver aquí.
Seguro, seguro. Yo Rumanía ya, vamos, soy una parte vuestra. Gracias a ti por la entrevista.
Dragi telespectatori, aceasta a fost ediția de astăzi. Sperăm că v-ați bucurat împreună cu noi de ceea ce a oferit conferința aceasta, de contextul multicultural și că ați putut să gustați măcar puțin din această experiență. Ne bucurăm că ați fost alături de noi. Înainte de final trebuie să adresăm niște mulțumiri. Trebuie să-i felicităm în primul și în primul rând pe cei care au organizat conferința. Este vorba de Asociația DEIS, în special Ioana Josan, care a fost coordonatorul acestui proiect. Mai departe trebuie să adresez eu niște mulțumiri speciale pentru realizarea acestei emisiuni și în general a emisiunilor care sunt realizate outdoor. Este vorba de Raul Fozecaș pentru montajul video, care împreună cu Raul Marița a ocupat și de tot ce ține de suportul tehnic, pentru ca dumneavoastră să vă puteți bucura de ceea ce ați văzut astăzi în emisiune. Pe final, noi vă îndemnăm să nu uitați că orice context în care vă aflați poate să fie un context de învățare. Pe data viitoare, la revedere!
Bună, e 6 dimineața, sunt încă blocat aici la centrul de tineret Baia Mare, obligat, forțat la muncă.
Tu faci nimic, bă.
Taci, bă! Obligat forțat la muncă. Sunt 12 ore de când... E cap meu, fă focus camera. Așa. Sunt 12 ore de când lucrăm la acest videoclip. Bă, arătați-vă fața! Diavol! Da, tot timpul. Da. Da, am mai trecut 5 minute. Nu știu ce încă lucrează.
Faci reportaj aici?
Nu fac niciun reportaj. Vreau să fac o cafea. Pare, filmez cam haotic, dar n-am niciun pic de energie mie. Nu, uite-te ce proastă e lumina. Hai de cap, mai lumină afară. Da, super. Vreți cafea?
Dar că vreau.
Da, astea se pot menționa, universități.
Bine, da. Într-adevăr. Să profit de această ocazie minunată care n-am mai dormit de 24 de ore. Ne revenim, oleacă. E capul. Calcă. Mi s-a făcut dor de aceste entități care încă lucrează la traduceri și subtitrări și m-am gândit să...
Dragi telespectatori, suntem la Centrul de Tineret la 24 de ore, poate mai mult de 24 de ore, de când tinerii noștri voluntari, echipa Context Urban, s-a apucat de montat ediția pe care tocmai ați urmărit-o. Ați văzut prin ce au trecut la ora 6 dimineața, când au realizat că a trecut o noapte fără somn. Suntem aici ca să întrebăm cum se simt după acest maraton de montat, editat, tradus și așa mai departe, pentru că a fost o filmare de câteva ore care s-a transformat într-o jumătate de oră, care a trebuit, bineînțeles, ați văzut, să fie tradusă, să fie sincronizată și așa mai departe. Cum vă simțiți, dragilor?
Minunat.
Mirobolant.
Am o întrebare. Putem vorbi despre azi dacă n-am dormit ieri?
Este o întrebare foarte bună, dragi telespectatori. Vă invităm să răspundeți la această întrebare când veți vedea postarea emisiunii pe pagina Context Urban. Bea merită să primească un răspuns la această întrebare. No, serios, cum a fost? Cum ați trecut peste noaptea asta? Ați apucat să dormiți măcar așa un pic?
O jumătate de oră?
La un moment dat leșinasem pe canapea. Mi-a revenit. Acum totul e ok.
Cafeaua.
Cam atât sunt voluntarii noștri în stare să spună. Le mulțumim pe această cale, mulțumim Bea, mulțumim Marița și mulțumim Raul Fost de Caș, care deja a căzut la datorie. Mulțumim, Raul!
No!
Da. După cum vedeți, avem cu ce să ne mândrim la DEIS, avem acești tineri care sunt viitorul nostru, nu o dădeam în... Așa. Da, ei sunt cei care au muncit, ei sunt cei care au stat toată noaptea. Am decis să facem lucrul ăsta ca să vă arătăm ce stă în spatele a ceea ce vedeți atunci când pe astfel de emisiuni care ies puțin din ceea ce se vede în mod normal la televizor, lucrează voluntari care sunt implicați în ceea ce le fac și le și place. Așa că vă place?
Da. Cel mai bine, după ce nu dormi, e să dormi. Pentru că e cel mai dulce somn.
Da.
În momentul în care veți urmări această emisiune, probabil că ei vor fi ajuns deja la somn. Le dorim lucrul ăsta. Mulțumim încă o dată că ați fost alături de noi și vă dorim să aveți o parte de săptămână minunată. La revedere!
Ciao. Poți să ne explici, te rog, ce ai văzut în dimineața care a intrat și ce s-a întâmplat?
Da, păi era ora 8:30 dimineața și am intrat în centru de tineret din Baia Mare, iar pe fiecare canapea din centru era câte un voluntar foarte obosit, dormind, sporăind. A fost foarte amuzant. Cred că au fost extenuați și îi înțeleg.
Și noi ne înțelegem pe noi.
Da, da. Ne înțelegem.
Pot să mă culc la loc, vă rog.